You do.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 3 of the Stress Free Card Making Summit. And we get to start the morning with Mary Palenko. She is one of my favorite people in the whole world. And we just spent a few minutes gabbing, which is why we're a little late because I was catching up with her. I just adore you. Hi, my friend.
Thank you. Hi. What a nice intro. And likewise,
Love you.
lady.
And P.S., she does have a fabulous YouTube channel, but she just shared her craft room like makeover, I'll call it.
Yeah.
And she has a super cool section, which you can't see where she's sitting now with this like reading nook bench situation. I'm just saying it's worth a look-see.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I'm so grateful.
It's a very happy, you can finally go into a very happy place. And if you want to change your scene, you just go to the other side of the room and you have a whole nother look.
I sure do. I have like
It's
3
impressive.
looks.
Yeah, so y'all check out her latest video. It'll be her latest craft room. I'm assuming it's like a makeover video or whatever.
Yep.
Watch it. It's fantastic. But anyway, it's not what you're here for. We are here to talk to Mary about her presentation. You can ask her questions. You can even ask her questions about her room. She'll probably answer it for you. We'll spend about 30 minutes with her this morning. So bring on your questions. And as always, I will be lurking in the shadows to throw up any questions that you guys may have. So you don't have to read the chat section and talk at the same time because I would stumble.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
So
bye. Thanks, Laurel. You're the best. Hi, everyone. I am so excited. I love lives. I love talking to everyone in real time. What question, first of all, are you having a good time at the summit? I hope so. Haven't been really talking a lot on the Facebook page, but I've been reading and looking at projects and always getting inspired for sure. So we'll give it a couple seconds, I think, to let some folks join. I know it's probably early in the morning for some of you. But I did want to make a note while we're waiting for a question. Krista shared in the Facebook group something that was such a duh moment for me because she said she enjoyed making the spinner card, but didn't know what that was until it was done. So so sorry. I probably should have showed you that at the beginning of the video, but B, what a surprise, right? Once you get done, you can see what you made. But no, I should have showed you what you were making. So I apologize for that, but that was awesome. Thanks for that share. So are we making our stuff today? Are we behind? Are we following along on time? What's happening with everyone? I'm curious. Good morning, everyone from all over. San Diego. Let's see, Michigan, North Carolina, Canada. Oh my gosh. Wow. Lots of Canada. That's awesome. I hope it's warming up for you there. Okay. So Laurel, correct me if I'm wrong, if you're in the chat. Hold on. Okay, here we go. I'm starting to see it. I thought I was doing something wrong. Okay, here we go. What are the best strings to use for spinner cards? Okay, great question. So Nancy, I used a fishing line in mine, and it really does take sort of a trial and error to see what you prefer. But here's what I've noticed the differences are. With the more firm, like fishing wire, when you're doing your spinner, I noticed that I get more of a tight turn, so I can really wind it up really well. And then when the recipient opens it, it like really spins. Versus it's a little bit more flexible when you use something like twine. It's still gonna work, and I still recommend it, even thread. But you're not gonna get as tight, I feel, of the twine because it's a little stretchy. And so that's really the differences there. So it really kind of depends. But I like to use the fishing wire personally. That's my preference. So yeah. But put in your comments too. Those of you that are in the chat, have you tried it, and which one do you prefer and why? Yeah, I think maybe not too thick, Susan, of a fishing line. I would say be a little, if it's too thick, I'm not quite sure. I would probably say, I don't know, fishing. I don't go fishing. I don't know what the thicknesses are. But the one that I linked in the supply list, that one is really good. All right. Great question to kick us off. Ah, thank you. You loved my video. Two additional great techniques that I loved. Great tips on fussy cutting. Oh, good. I'm so glad. And I wanted to keep the coloring in there for that reason. Thank you, Joyce. I appreciate that. I'm glad that it was kind of slowed down a little bit to follow along, I hope, to get that done. So it was very simple design. Oh, thank you, Louise. It is early there. Holy cow. All right. So Denise, thanks for showing the twisting of the string before putting an envelope. Yes, absolutely. You want to wind it up before you put it in there for the recipient for sure. Just to give them, because it's an interactive card. So you want to give them something to go, wow, these cards in this summit are out of this world. I promise. Like, I know you're all in it, so you get it. But my goodness, I cannot believe the quality of interaction and fun folds. It's really great. Yes. Okay. What did you use? Okay. What did I use to place my inks on? Joyce, are you talking about behind me or in the class? Trying to remember my inks. If you're talking about the craft mat that I was watercoloring on, I believe that was just my replacement Tim Holtz glass media mat. There's a piece of it from the glass media mat that's a replacement you could buy. I believe that's what it is. But let me know if that's not what I'm answering correctly. Sally, I got my colored envelopes from a shop in Amazon. It was so long ago. I haven't bought envelopes in years. I bought a pack of 1,000 white, and then I got a pack of various colors. And it's been so long, but I just got them from a shop in Amazon. But it was fun. I use them very sparingly. I would say I hoard my colored envelopes. In the class, there was a mesh looking thing. I wonder if it was this. Is this it, Joyce? Let me know that if that's the replacement mat. I just rewatched my video and now I can't remember. So let me know. But that's the replacement mat. Oh, that. Oh, okay. This. Are we talking about this one? This is my heating mat. So this is a silicone mat that's like in the kitchen section. Got it from a shop in Amazon. However, Dollar Tree has them too. So $125 if you're in a Dollar Tree area. I use this to heat set on because I don't like my cutting mat to get warped. So I always heat set on that. I hope that's it. Hit me up if I'm out in left field. Oh my gosh. Christine, Australia, midnight. Wow. So glad you're here. Yes. Oh, okay, Denise. There we go. I said it was covered with contact paper. Dollar Tree contact paper. That was that's because that mat that I did show you, my camera for some reason has a hard time with it. It like starts going in and out and blur. I think focus is the word. But yes, the contact paper is a great surface to ink smush and ink blend and all that. Yay! So yeah, so that is what I used for that. I wanted to keep, I hope it was all right, but I wanted to keep the design of the card not really, I mean, it's not the focal point of class, so that's why it was so simple. You could absolutely add more to it. Laurel, do I have my card to show you? I absolutely should have my card to show you. Let's see. Oh boy. This is like on the spot crafting here. Hang on. I can show you all my cards.
Let me just say, I didn't have mine either. And thank God I had pants on because I had to get up and go get my card.
That's hilarious. Hold on. I got to reposition my chair here. I do have like a bar stool chair now. So I'm like, I showed that in my video too. But okay, while we're here, this is what I keep my cards in, just an IKEA container. And this is the amount I have right now. I try to go through them often and donate when I can, but I would not be surprised, everyone, if one of my children came in here and took that spinner card, because the other couple weeks ago, I was working on a project. I was working on a class. I do live classes every month, and my daughter took the card and gave it away for her birthday. And I was like, hello, needed that for class. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we find it. Okay. Thank you very much, Suze. I really appreciate that. I am having a lot of fun. So those of you that don't know me, hello. I know Laurel introduced me, but it's really nice to meet you all. I've been on YouTube since 2016. And little backstory I always like to share is the reason I started my YouTube channel. I was military, active duty, moving around all the time, and I didn't have any crafting friends. So I decided to go on YouTube and make some. This way, no matter where I moved in the world, you could all come with me. So yeah, so I've been on YouTube for quite a while, and then I started to, get outside the box a little and try to find alternative craft supplies and hacks. And you all share so many hacks with me. In fact, I have 2 Word documents full that I just have to sit down and film. But I'm a full-time student, so it's a juggle struggle. So still looking. Don't see that card at all. We're gonna have to go blame my kids. My daughter's 15, almost 16. And by the way, she gets her driver's permit on Wednesday. So very excited about that. Yes. Oh, good, Loretta. Okay, so thanks for bringing that up about the images. So I wanted to, not a lot of you might have images. Maybe you do a lot of die cutting or sentiments, things like that. So the mirror images, I created that so that you can print them, cut them out, and they're already mirrored for you. So I hope that was helpful. I wanted you to at least be able to try the spinner card. So yeah, so I'm glad that was helpful. Thanks, Denise. I appreciate that. I've been retired for 3 years now. If I can believe that, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't see that card here. I don't know where that card went, but it was super fun. So I would imagine that they did take it. All right. What other? What am I going to school for, Amy? I am in my 3rd year. I'm entering into my 3rd year now. Light at the end of the tunnel of a PsyD for organizational leadership psychology, and it's been incredible. It's like the most transformative thing I've ever done in my life. I've gone to school all my whole adult life. I've gone on and off. And it's always felt sort of like I should do this thing until I started this program. And this was like, I'm going to do this because I want to learn this and grow. So it's been wonderful. Hi from Sweden. Very nice. Look at all these people. Wow, global. So, okay. So what else can I help with or answer? I could talk about organization. I could talk about card making in general. Is there any curious things you anything you're curious about as far as me? I could just sit here and blab at you for a little bit while we have questions come in. Thank you, Thureka. I hope I'm saying that right. Yes, I am going. My school is up in Boston, Massachusetts. It's a hybrid, so I go up there a couple times a year, and it's been right. Like poor me, I have to go to Boston for 5 days. I love New England, so it's fantastic. Oh, good question, Joyce. Joyce wants to know what my favorite kinds of cards are to make. Well, I have favorite designs, and then I have favorite themes. So my favorite theme is probably thank yous, because I feel like I can send that out for pretty much anything. My favorite designs are anything where I get to play with ink on the background. So that and ink smushing is probably my favorite. I have so many backgrounds waiting to be put together. Ink smushing is just, I don't know, it's fun because you never know what you're going to get. There's so many ways to do it. You think there's one, there's not. I did a whole class on all the ways to ink smush. And as I was designing and preparing that class, I was even like, oh my gosh, there are a lot of ways to do this technique. So that's probably my favorite thing to do. But yeah, I'm kind of, my latest video that I posted using Simon Hurley's inks, I started doing some watercoloring, which I have shied away from my entire craft life. And I just was so enamored with how fun it was. So I think I'm going to be doing a little bit more of that. Just letting the ink in the water do its thing. Yeah. Are those real candles? They are not. They are the LED, but they're wonderful and they flicker. And I can't have real candles back there because, well, it'll make the upper part all black probably, and then not good. What are the inks in behind me? So on this side, I have Catherine Pooler's right here. And then on this side, I have Distress. So right here is Distress Oxide, and right there is Distress ink. And then down here are the new Simon Hurley inks. And then over here are the VersaFine Claire. And that's
I
pretty
am
much all my
very impressed. Your fingers went to the right spot doing it backwards.
well, I had to think. And then
I
like,
mean, I'm going away, but I just had to pop in to say, whoa.
thanks. I had to like guide my finger. Which way am I going? Yeah, so those are all those inks. What kind of brush did you use to make the background panel? Oh, I used a brush I picked up from Ranger. I believe there's a supply list you can access too. It's on there, but in the Ranger pack, it's like they're short little brushes, and then their thickness varies. So those were great. They look like real paintbrushes, just mini. So that was really fun to play with. That was the first time I used them too. Okay, Joyce, last question. Okay, what did you place your ink cubes on? It looked like it kept the ink cubes from moving. Okay, so that's, I don't remember exactly from the video, but I'm pretty sure it was either the gray mat that I showed you, the gray silicone with looks like honeycomb, or it was just some shelf liner, I believe. Those of you that freshly washed it, and I just watched it this morning, but let me know if that's what I was using. Okay, Janice, sorry. What is the ink storage? So these are from scrapbook.com. They are the ink towers, and they're two on top of each other. So they have 12 or 13 slots. And so this is the single one right here you could see. And then behind me, it's two on top of each other. And I love them. I when I wait for them to go on sale, which they do a couple times a year. Note, because they go on real sale, like over 50% off. And so that's just, yeah, but I love them. I think they're great. Yeah, look like shelf liner. Yeah, it's Amy, thank you. Okay, Sareka, please tell the essential colors of inks a crafter should have. You always, in my opinion, primary colors. If you are just starting out, get yourself three of the primary colors. So you have your red, your yellow, and your blue. If you're just starting out, money's tight, you just want to pick up some, get those three, because with those you can make so many colors. And then I also like to add a light brown, a dark brown, and a black. And that would be like my starter kit. As far as what hue you get in the primary colors, that's really personal preference. If you're more of a pastel person, or if you're more of a bright, bold, or a muted, like that's going to be personal preference. But if you're just starting, that's always what I recommend, those particular 6 colors. Do I have any videos of my filming setup? I don't have one that's specifically just my filming. I probably could do that for sure. I'd need to have my husband help me. In the latest video of my craft room makeover, an update tour, I do talk about a little bit of how we set that up, but it's not in great detail. Happy to answer any questions, though. If you have specific questions, you can just email me, Mary Polanco. No, that's not it. Mary at marypolancodesigns.com, and I'm happy to answer any questions. The inks that I have, Joyce, are Distress Oxide, Distress ink. So I have all the Distress Oxide, very few of the Distress ink, just about 12 or 13. Catherine Pooler, all of them, and the new release from Simon Hurley, as well as some VersaFine Claire, and those are pigment inks. So I have dye, oxide, and pigment. Those are the inks I have. Oh, thank you, Sally. I'm so glad you liked it. It was a long video, so I hope I guided you, the viewer, through it to know which stops were good. No worries, Laurel. You are one of many. It's fine. It's spelled the way you say it, so it's all good. Yes. Oh, do I have any? Okay, no, answered that. My favorite ink, Denise, that's a hard one because they do different things. So my favorite, that's why I have just these 4 types. In fact, the Simon Hurley ones are brand new to me. I just got those a week or so ago, but very comparable to like the Catherine Puller with the foam pad. So if you're going to be doing a lot of stamping, especially solid images, the best stamping I've gotten is with a foam pad. Oxides are my favorite for the hybrid feature and the fact that they work so well with water techniques. And then I just got my Distress inks probably a few months ago, and I like those for the vibrancy of the same techniques you can get with the oxide. The oxides are a little more muted, and the Distress inks are just so vibrant. But I don't stamp images or sentiments with either of the Distress. I save that for my pigment inks or my Catherine Puller inks. Really great question. Difference between pigment ink and archival ink. That, I'll tell you, Juliana Michaels is a great person to ask that question. I'm not 100% sure what the difference of those two is, because I will share this with you because I've talked to her recently. Juliana Michaels is very much into mixed media, and she experiments with archival and VersaFine Clair, which is a pigment, all the time. They're both waterproof and permanent. And so I don't know any more differences beyond that. Oh, yay. Ask Juliana today at 11. That's a great question. Good. Oh, good. Okay. Open your card making guide. Amazing resource. Good, good, good. Yes, Loretta. That's super helpful. Well, good, sweet Sarah. I'm glad you made it to the live. How about blending, which is the best? I don't stand. Okay. Denise, blending, the best one. This is my hot take on ink blending. There is something I call the trifecta. So there's 3 supplies that will give you incredible blending, no matter what. Okay. The 3 supplies are Distress Oxide, Bristol Smooth Cardstock, and blending brushes like this. Okay. The blending brushes, not the foam tool. Now, when I say the trifecta, the great thing about that is, yes, that'll give the ultimate result, but 2 out of 3 will get you there. So let's say, for example, you have a blending brush and you have Bristol Smooth Cardstock, then you can use pretty much any dye ink, right? Or hybrid ink, and you'll be great. Let's say you have Distress Oxide and blending brushes, then any cardstock would work well. So you can really 2 out of 3, no matter what combination you use, you're going to get a great result. I hope that was helpful because that's what I've come to realize about ink blending. Okay, good question. I also have an ink blending guide I give out for free too, but I don't know. I'm working this summer on my website to put all my free resources on my website. I'm not 100% sure that one's up there yet. But again, you can always email me and I'll get you whatever you need. I'm from Pennsylvania, Lois. I'm from northeastern Pennsylvania. So Northeast Scranton, Wilkes-Barre area, in case you're familiar with that. I haven't lived there in 25 years. That's where I grew up. Good. So, okay. So if I can just put a plug in for some of those free things that I like to share with all of you. On my website, I also have Ohuhu blending charts. If you color alcohol marker color with Ohuhu markers, I have from the 320 set, I have created over 100 blends that you can just pull out the markers and start coloring, and it'll do the guesswork for you. So I've done that as well. I wanted to share that with all of you. Oh, good, Loretta. Trifecta of ink blending is in the card making guide. Oh, sweet. Love that. Oh, Loretta, is that what you were talking about? You have my ink blending guide? I think I read it wrong. I thought you were talking about the Summits guide. But if that's what you were talking about, then got it. Yes, good. I'm glad that was helpful. All right. I don't see any more questions popping in. I need that chart. Okay. Yeah, Kara, you can go to marypolancodesigns.com and just you'll see it right there on the front cover, on the front page. Yay, Yeah, good deal. I'm glad. I'm glad that was useful. I have the guide. My goodness, you would think I didn't have coffee today. I do have a guide where I put pretty much all my resources together in one for my email subscribers. Got you. I'm tracking now. So glad that was helpful. Yay. You used real brush pens in the video. What kinds of pens, Joyce? I used Arteza. They're a real brush water-based marker, similar to like Tombow, and Tombo's not real brush, but they're water-based. And then also the Kuretake Zig color markers. This is a whole big long name, but the Zig ones. So similar makeup of those, and I love, 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 love them. Now the price has gone a little up, and if I'm honest with you, you do not need the 96 set. You can get away with probably the 12 or 24 set easily, because you can blend one color into itself and get a really nice dimensional look. So you don't have to spend a lot of money on that. Yeah. Great questions. Well, those of you that joined at odd hours of your day, thank you for joining. And for everyone else here, I'm so glad that I got to talk to you this morning. This was super fun. I hope I get to see you over on YouTube. I always talk in the comment section on my videos. So if you ever comment there and don't get a reply from me, then Cyber World ate up your comment. So I try to reply to everybody's. And then maybe I'll catch you in one of my live classes every month. And yeah, I think that's it, Laurel.
That's it, man. I couldn't get the questions up fast enough. You were on the ball. I was like, I can play a game on my phone. I didn't, but I could have. I could have during your live. I was watching you.
I'm used to
one
it.
more question from Loretta. Let's end it with a bang. What is your favorite tool to use when card making?
My favorite tool. Well, there's obviously you need a few, many, but I think my favorite tool is probably a Stampin' Position or Stampin' Platform. When I started stamping, I was acrylic block, right? That's all we had, or wooden block. And I just was so bad at it.
Oh yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Same.
So that's probably
I think I started, did you, before the Misty or the other stamp positions came out, did you have the Fiskars with the foamy feet and you would press? I'd still mess up though. I'd still mess up every time. So,
well, there's no going back once you do it.
Yeah, you can't go back. You either just be, oh, I made a halo or I made a shadow, or you throw it away and start over. Yeah.
Yep.
So, okay. Well, that is it for Mary. Thank you for giving us some of your time today. You're amazeballs. Next up is Juliana at 11. If you are a paid ticket holder, we have our first ever official interactive quiz night day. I don't know why we said quiz night. I think it just sounded better, but it's really at noon. For quiz, whatever, we do what we do. I don't know what to say. So anyway, that's what's coming up next. And Mary, I just love you.
I love you back.
Everyone else that's here.
Yes.
All right, guys, we're going to let Mary get on with her day. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.